If you never heard of me and this is the first time, what a weird video to click on, but fair enough. Good choice, I guess? I don't know. I don't know how to react. If this is the first video that you come across on my channel, I would suggest maybe to have a look around first. Maybe. But who knows? If you enjoyed this, hey, come on in. You're welcome. But yeah, there is better content out there, for sure. A video about the struggles as a comedian, promoter for a while, close to a burnout, and I had to stop. I came to have a taste of it, a taste of organizing comedy nights in a regular basis, of trying to make something out of it. I don't have so much material that I can just perform alone and put the full show just by myself. So it's easy to have other comedians, allow them to have stage time, and try to help as much as I can everyone. Like having the problems of trying to book acts and then they cancel last minute and you have to replace, and you have the whole problem of trying to get a decent time on stage, to get a decent night going on certain venues, and it's just like people cancel last minute because they have a headache. People cancel last minute because their back hurts. People cancel last minute because I knocked my foot against the stand from IKEA. I don't know. People cancel gigs for unknown reasons and for a little bit of everything, and it's, as a promoter, or having that taste of the job of a promoter, it's too much. Every time I gave my word to someone, I've tried my best, even if I had a headache, if I had stomach issues, whatever it was, the education that I was given always taught me that if you give your word to something or to someone, you should fulfill the word that you gave to that person. So I always feel obligated. I always feel that I have the need, if I gave my word to someone towards something, to help or to do something towards them, towards what I promised myself to do, to committed myself to do. So I don't understand this lack of responsibility from people, not just in the entertainment industry, but everywhere in society. So, with that said, one part of the issue, the headache that I was mentioning, is explained. Now let's get to the venue owners. That there is such lack of common sense, of trying to understand what is needed for a comedy night to be successful. Even if you try to explain, even if you try to reason with them, this is what we need, this is what will make a good night, will make people come again and want to watch comedy on a regular basis in this place. But it's hard to make that. Most venue owners don't understand that comedy, stand-up comedy, is not like music that can be just in the middle of the pub. There is a special need, special attention to it. The next video that I will show you is clearly one of the worst performances that I had in recent times. I had worst, for sure. But this one was one of the worst performances, and both of them I can argue that are the worst performances, because we have some sort of crowd that are willing to listen, they are there, but we just don't have the conditions reunited to make something good. And that hurts more than going to a place and you just don't have a crowd. I was organizing the event. I've put all the efforts that I could on my end to make it great, to make it awesome for everyone that was involved, all the comedians, all parts, all entities involved in this process, in this project. And then the first one that I will show you, the first time we agreed on putting a comedy night, it was said to me that, okay, we will have the microphone and the stereo, and that's all you need. A room downstairs that will be private, that will be for comedy, and that was what was agreed on. Okay, fair enough. This looks reasonable for anyone that understands comedy, for anyone that has been working on comedy. That seems great. And the space, I went to see the space, was lovely, awesome. I get there on the day, and there is missing microphone and the stereo, which, again, for comedy, that's essential. And I clearly, from the start, I mentioned to him, to the venue owner, that like I didn't have those tools. I would deal with the bookings, I would deal with making the event great, having great comedians coming down, but I would need those tools to make it. Then I got there, and what is presented to me was, we don't have microphones, we don't have stereo. I was like, how are you supposed to perform without the microphone and the stereo? Then, to make it worse, we had people, but the people downstairs, instead of being for a private event that was like comedy, that was supposed to be the comedy, they were there having dinner. And most of the people there, they didn't know about comedy, because the venue didn't do the promotion or the publicity of it properly. So, the summarize of what you're gonna see, of what I will try to take advantage, is me trying to introduce the event, shouting, because there is no other way. There was no microphone, there was no anything. We tried to make it work. Me shouting, trying to make something out of it. Huge noises and nothing coming out of it. We try for the event, we try to have that event running for the time that was expected, but after a while I call it out and I'm just saying, we don't have the conditions. This is a waste of time if the comedians are going to go on this improved stage that was not even a proper stage and trying to yell in a place that people just want to eat in peace.
Trying my best. So yeah, the comedy will start in a few minutes, so if you guys are in for comedy, welcome. And hopefully I don't get without voice by the end of this. The microphone is not working, it's a lot of noise. Is it working to keep on the night process? Comment for now.
Because at one point I asked, like, do you guys want to have the comedy? Or do we just close it down? This is hard to do something. And they're like, even the people there, like, respected what we're trying to do, but they're like, there is no conditions. The second video, less bad than this one, sure, 100% sure, but once more, comes to the point that I should have seen what the venue called the spare room, or the room for events. I should have seen that. That was my mistake, and I do acknowledge that when I went to make a proposal on this event, trying to make something out of this event, I was so thrilled after like probably 2 or 3 hours searching, entering every pub, and everyone saying no to me, that when this person said yes to me, I was just like, yeah, let's just make it. And I didn't thought in a rational way of like, let me see first. The way that he sold me straight away the space for comedy was just like, he started taking notes of the event. He started taking some notes of what is needed, this, that, do, whatever. And I'm like, okay, finally someone that is taking some notes compared to the last one. To the one that didn't even know how a comedy operated. This one at least is trying to put the effort, and I truly acknowledge, respect to you, but this video makes, if you're watching this and this comes across you, the venue owner of this place, because you probably will see this, I don't know if people still follow those people still follow my channel or the content that I create, but if you do, man, I do appreciate you. I do appreciate what you try to do for comedy, but Truly, that wasn't the space for comedy. I try my best, but what owner defined it for a good place for comedy was basically his idea of a spare room for comedy, for events, was basically a part of a pub, of the same pub that we were in, not even like separated by stairs or whatever, it's just like literally you go a step to your left or right, whatever it was, and that room was separated by a curtain, and that's it. And I'm like, yeah, when people say that like they need a separate room, they need a separate room. They need something that's like, it can not let the sound from the rest of the room come into this one. I don't know, I'm just, yeah. Because comedy needs silence, needs space to breathe. It's not like music that can play in simultaneous while people are watching the football. It's comedy needs a space to breathe and needs a space that people are there to listen to whatever the comedians have to say. I will, on contrary to the last one I've put a clip here and there because that's painful to watch, even for myself. But this one I will put the full performance, amuse yourself. If you find anything funny, great. But also you see the struggles of a comedian, myself, trying to perform a script, but there is so much going on at the same time that is hard to capture the attention of the crowd that was still there. I was performing in the same time that was a lot going on, a lot of noise, and it's just like, man, the crowd is gonna be divided on what to, like, the selective hearing, what to follow is just like, is you on stage telling a couple of jokes, whatever it is, and then literally outside there is people singing out loud their hurt, like they are doing karaoke. So it's a lot going on, and I'm like, man, comedy needs a space, a proper space to breathe. And that was not it. When people think that comedy has its luxuries, is a fancy job, just send them this video. Just send them this vlog. Because I think this is the best way to show that, like, comedy isn't as easy as it seems. Period. Because it isn't. It's an art that is undervalued. With that said, amuse yourself in the last video, and yeah.
Hey, all right, we ready for some more comedy? Wonderful, let's welcome to the stage, give it up for Stea!
I didn't start, he didn't have any mates.
Was it really no mates? Yeah.
I always love to be in Croydon in a Wednesday. Always fun. Anyway, I live in Croydon, so it's always fun either way. You always see the both sides or all sides, whatever you want to call it. I cannot relate with you guys, even if I'm mentally ill. I'm just not pisshead. I can relate with university people because I finished my degree and I hate the university experience. Having teachers reading PowerPoints is not teaching. Grow the fuck up. So yeah. Also, I can relate with the unemployed person because I got out of university, no one wants to hire anymore. And also I can relate with the one with insurance because I worked for insurance 1 year and I got back to university. How shit that was. I stopped university, I was like, I'm gonna work for insurance, and I hate my life and I got back to university. Lovely. I was dealing with a live chat on a company, insurance company for pets, which I noticed how weird the pets' names are. There was one that the person called Zero, the pet, and I was like, when it will come to the one, this is one, this is two, I don't know. This doesn't work, I'm just trying stuff out. I never talked with insurance apart from leaving the insurance. So yeah. Oh, Jesus, the mic stand doesn't want to hug me.
Doesn't want a relationship. Just want a distance one. I don't know. This is weird. Yeah. I had one time in insurance that like someone entered the live chat, replied to her own answer and left. And I was like, okay, this is nice. For the first time I didn't need to answer anything. Also, I don't know about you, but I try for a year to get fired, but they don't fire anyone, I guess. I was there just searching nice places to visit, and they were like, are you working? No. And they were like, okay, good employee of the month. Good for me. Anyway, nice. This mic stand is higher than me. So yeah, I will talk. We'll try to do some jokes. If there is no jokes, just pretend there is jokes, I don't care. Do like my mom does, that looks at me and is like, I don't understand English, but this seems fine. Glad he's far away from Portugal. Anyway. Also, I didn't travel on purpose. For this gig from Portugal here, no word. I live in Croydon, as I said before. Poor choice of places to live. You leave Portugal and they're like, Croydon. Come on. You live in Portugal, a situation that is shit economically, and you move to Croydon? Right choice. You're right. Good for you. Either way, I will introduce myself now, because, of course, it's been a while, and I like to leave the suspense. Suspense. Like a French movie, but with less drama, and you can understand the stuff, really. Because every time I see a French movie, I'm like, when are they gonna fuck? These 80s French movie porn, I don't know. They fuck just in the end with a lot of drama and Shakespeare. It's weird, but I like it. I don't know. I could leave that for my therapist, but who cares? Who gives a fuck? Yeah. Anyway, I'll introduce myself now. I am like those emails in which you're supposed to attach a document, but you forget to attach a document and you send the email without the document attached. And when you notice that, you reply to your own email apologizing for not displaying the documents, and once more, the emails are back. Great. I love when people celebrate my success in Croydon. Great. Are they happy for me or just happy in general? I've never seen happy people before. I try to avoid them. They are nuts. Anyway. I'm trying to make my time, but I lost control of the time, and the room, and my life. I tried to commit suicide recently, but it's not wow. I'm spoiler alert, I'm still here, so it's not a big thing. It's not likely like the fireworks that they celebrate people that didn't achieve stuff. I didn't achieve, don't celebrate. In my country we celebrate people that actually do the stuff. So I tried to kill myself, didn't succeed, spoiler alert, because the bus was not running and I tried to put myself in front of a bus. Anyway, wrong schedule, I guess. After 3 a.m. they don't run, I guess. I don't know. I need to study better my schedules. I thought about killing myself from a bridge, but there's a long distance, I don't like it. A long jump. And it seems like a failed attempt of doing bungee jumping without the rope. So I was just like, I will do bungee jumping. It's more expensive, but cool. And I can record for my YouTube channel. What if I die and no recording? Talking about recordings, I love when I go and I walk on the streets and I see CCTV cameras. I always feel like I hope they catch my good side. Always looking for cameras. Yeah, my camera there, nice. Always good. Who said that person that she could sing? For fuck's sake. It was like my housemates, not these ones, this one doesn't sing. I told them straight away, don't sing, you seem like a cow, being killed, please don't. I need my sleep, I need my 8 hours. Anyway, lovely stuff. Okay. When you question your life choices, just think that someone will be worse than you. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I will try to do a little bit of crowd work. How did you find university? Did you find it nice? Oh, good. Someone happy. Let's move along. I don't like happy people. They get me sick. Always happy people. I'm so happy. I'm like, I get a life. What's to be joyful about life? Can you give me one reason? Of course not. It's life. Thank you for your participation. Anyway, I will leave you this therapy. It's been painful for me. I got my visa, so I don't need to this. They already don't deport me. They're like, Portuguese diversity. So yeah, fair enough. I will leave you with this. Thank you for your patience. Oh. The host is outside. I will do a little bit more time. Don't worry. I will do poses now. Just for you guys. You can enjoy. You can take a selfie with me if you want. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Give it up for Stea, everyone!
Make sure you subscribe, you leave a comment, you leave a like, and maybe share with your friends. Maybe share with your friends or people that truly say those weird things about comedy, stand-up comedy. That is, it's just a guy speaking. It's just send them my channel. Just send them this video. Just send them any video of my channel, because people will realize that comedy isn't just a guy speaking or a woman speaking. It's more than that. It's an art form that should be more appreciated than it is. So, and if you like all of this, you know what I said before. So yeah, take care of yourselves.